Come on, baby. I need some time to myself for real. For real. I'm not playing shit out. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Just grounded this morning. Give y'all a few seconds to come in. I just had an interesting conversation with a Lyft driver. Went into So I'm gonna be making me something to eat, so it's gonna be loud in here. And if it's too loud, I need y'all to comment and let me know if you can't hear me. Yeah, don't smell that fruit. Say, say. So I had an interesting conversation with the driver today. I was pissed off when I got in the car because me and my husband had an argument, and he asked me how was my day going, and I said my day was going fine until my husband just pissed me off, and then he said I'm sorry because I pissed my wife off all day, so I know what's going on. So we started talking. Anyway, like I said, you will get tried every day of your life. It's how you respond to it. So I said, um, we got in an argument because I asked him, I tried to schedule an appointment for him to read to me at 12 o'clock. And he said some really disturbing shit to me. And that's why we got in an argument. And so I tell the Lyft driver what I wanted him to read. And he was like, what? And so I goes in and I'm telling him what I've learned this last year. And he said, well, shit, I want to learn that. Of course, he's a white man, right? You try to teach niggas this shit and they just fucking say, I'ma just go ahead to work. I'ma keep working. So I said, teach the motherfuckers that want to learn. So I sat in that fucking Lyft and we talked and I taught him shit that he didn't know. I watched him literally take a pen out and a notepad and write fucking notes. He wrote fucking notes and then he searched what I told him to search and his face dropped. it dropped. And I said, when a man does not read to his wife or his kids, he allows that energy from somebody else to come into his family and educate his family. It is irresponsible and reckless for any head of household to allow somebody else to educate his house. Because now that's somebody else's energy running your shit. But that is what it is. So the fact that that man took a pen out and paper and was taking down notes to what I was saying, I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to teach the ones who want to fucking be free. If you want to not be a slave no more and you have the common sense to understand what you're reading, then I'll help you. I'm not helping nobody else. Nobody else is getting anything free from me. I'm not giving no more free information out. Do not text me, call me, email me, or comment on any of my shit asking me if any of my processes work when you are not fucking doing any processes yourself. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything that's happening with me at all. So that went well. That changed my attitude from being disgusted at this nigga to feeling good about the fact that I tried to help one person who looked like me learn something and they rejected it. But the person who don't look like me took that in. That's normally how it always goes anyway. But anyway, that changed my mood. I still was able to teach somebody something that was important and valuable to their family bloodline. And I have to come back into this place with the same energy in this house, but I still got to get through my lesson I was supposed to teach to y'all yesterday. The lesson I was going to teach to y'all yesterday was really short and sweet. Blood sacrifice. Now, what do you know of a blood sacrifice? You've seen the empties sacrifice humans, women and children, and animals, right? The whole thing Trump went to destroy was all about sacrifice. They were sacrificing our children for their blood thirst, right? When they do their spells, when they do magic and shit like that, this boy's pissing me off with this fucking joint on. You know I'm doing a live video. Stay in balance. Stay in balance. 1 second. It's hard being a fucking guy on the planet with a bunch of fucking toddlers acting like they grown. Hermes, please, honey. Come on, Hermes, get over here and sit down. Come on, sit down. You're not coming with me. Everywhere I go, he knows how to open doors. Okie dokie. So I was saying, I'm the most unprofessional educator on the planet. So I appreciate whoever finds some kind of Trump intervened for them stopping sacrifice to kids. So something like that. When you see rituals on movies or TV shows, you see them killing something to take the blood from it to do the spell work, right? So basically, all y'all got to do is hold on to that thought process right there. I'm saying it's really important. You have always seen television shows or movies that show you sacrificing so that you can do magic with blood. Now, I'm going to tell you what's happening with the sacrifice of blood. it's not that you have to kill something in order for your spell to be successful and fast. You don't have to kill something to make it work. So what they're trying to do is because they are empty, like I said, they are empty. They don't have the code that we have. Anybody who can close their eyes and see the code of air, earth, fire, and water when they close their eye, that's the code I'm talking about. So if you close your eyes and you see a infinite winding circle, a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle, that is our code. Your symbol might be different, but if you don't see any codes when you close your eyes or when you go in to plant medicine, yeah, I'm trying my best to be nice about saying this shit. But if your code is not there, you have to get the code from somebody else. So let's say there's an empty, right? And this empty can't dance at all. But this empty decided to go to a community center with all people that look like us, right? And so now they learn how to dance. They can mimic the fuck out of every detail in your step, but it still will be bland, like food with no seasoning, because that code is not there. Okay? So when you see these people doing witchcraft, Brother Wisdom said as a word, there's something that we called ourselves, Wukata or Wittata, something like that. I don't know. If y'all remember, can you put it in the comments so I can know how to say it? Because I've been saying for the longest time that witch is not what we are. That's what they called us because they couldn't pronounce what we are. But when I speak of witchcraft or alchemy, when I say witches or warlocks, I'm just saying that so that you can stay in the same mind frame that I'm in, because that's all y'all know. You only know witch when it comes to this. You don't know of anything else. And medicine woman is not right. You could be a medicine woman and you deal with health and medicine, right? So I wouldn't mix that with alchemy and magic and spells and potions. Everything should have its own category. Now you do have people who have all of the elements. So they are a medicine woman, a witch, an alchemist, and all this other stuff, right? So, all right, I don't want to lose y'all. My information is coming directly from the artifacts that I've recreated, okay? The artifacts that I'm creating is kind of getting out of hand right now. I can't fucking close my eyes without seeing another one popping up. I probably shouldn't have went into the Vatican and looked at their shit. However, this shit's so deep. Okay. All right. So, there's commercials for Gaia, right? Gaia is like it's like some kind of network that talk about spirituality and awakening and all that shit. I think y'all heard of that. Gaia Network. There was a clip on an ad I seen on YouTube that said the guy was saying you can actually read the message to yourself from your blood. If you have seen that TV show, Travelers on Netflix, at the very end of the series, they say the blood, the nano in the blood is codes from the future, present, and past for you to be able to remember everything you need to remember, right? Okay, so when you're doing blood magic, you're using your blood as a sacrifice to connect you with what you're trying to create. Now, if your blood is see-through, then how would that activate your spell? It can't. The truth of the matter is the Aborigines of the land, of all lands on the planet, and not talking about people who blended in coming from other planets and they're trying to take over and act like they're of the world. If you don't have, this shit is so hard to explain. If you don't have words in your blood, then how can your blood activate your alchemy? So, primordials, the energies of the Aborigine people. This is why when they kidnap us, they're kidnapping colored folks. Okay? When they kidnap these white people and traffic them to sell them for pussy, that's one thing. But when you're kidnapping Aborigines by the millions just for to experiment on them and steal from them, that's something completely different. Now, what do we know? We know that the animals have always been here. We know that the Aborigines have always been here. So what code will be more valuable? Either or, right? An Aborigine or an animal. That is the blood sacrifice. You understand? They're using the blood from the animals because the animals have always existed here. So their code, their blood has written notes on it, stating everything that has existed and will exist. Same as the Aborigine person. If an empty saves a cup of her menstrual blood and then draw from her veins her blood and then poured it on a spell for alchemy, nothing would happen. Nothing. Because that code, that blood is clear. It's see-through. I hope y'all understand the deepness of this message that I'm giving y'all. Blood sacrifice just means your blood. You ain't got to kill nobody. Think. Blood sacrifice. Anyway, I hope that message reached the right person who needed it. And there are other things I want to teach y'all about. I just got to figure out how to communicate certain things with y'all. It's difficult to understand what I'm doing. I do understand that. I am in the process of estate building, trust building. So I am blending witchcraft, the supernatural, with the 3D world of finance. It's unfortunate that some people don't have the ability to understand that it don't matter how powerful you are magically. If you don't have the finances to get up and roll and to strategize when you need to, none of that matters. You do not have the power. You do not will the power to be successful here simply just using magic and spells. There has to be intention. Intention and work. You can't just law of attraction it like they told you, oh, if you just believe it, it'll happen. If you just, the religions teach you, oh, if you take it to God, confess all your sins, you good. That's not how reality works. You got to do the fucking work. If you fucking stole something from somebody, you can't go confess to the fucking Catholic Church and then it's absolved. You got to go fucking replace what you took. And that's how you get resolved. That's why I be telling y'all, with your belief system in these religions. If you go to any religion, just what feels wrong? What feels wrong in your religion? Do it make sense that a God, a loving God, would tell you to be jealous of someone else, would tell you to kill someone else, would tell you to oppress someone else? Do you think that's what a God would do? I'm sitting here like talking to this Lyft driver, and I said, I feel so bad. I'm giving another white person these fucking gems, and they fucking writing notes. And my own husband is still going to work. You cannot free people. It don't matter how much you love them. It don't matter how much you want to help them. You can't free somebody's mind. That comes with that. They have to want to be free. If I put in front of you something that was signed by the president and it says, you are not supposed to pay any taxes, so don't do it. You are not supposed to leave your family, so don't do it. Family is everything, so make sure that that's there. If I show you that on their documents, if I show you on their documents, on their constitution and their commerce shit, that they're saying the United States government wrote in the book, the Federal Reserve book, that going to work will destroy families. It says that. It says debt destroys families, debt kills families. It says that in the Uniform Commercial Codes. So if it says this, it even says these people are going around telling people that loans are legal when loans are not legal. They're not legal. It says it in the Uniform Commercial Codes. So if you're reading right here where it says loans are not legal, the bank does not have cash to give you. It never in its existence lent any money. They take the money from your own account. If you can read this in your own eyeballs from the own people who was actually doing it, and you still participate in the bullshit, I can't help it. I want to help you. Some girl, she sent me a message on Insta. What's the MySpace shit, the Messenger shit. She goes and said, "Hey sis, I just wanted to see if any of your process work yet." And I said, several of my processes have worked. Have you had any success with your processes? And she said, oh, I haven't started any processes yet. I'm just waiting to see somebody else succeed with it. Now, when I first started talking to her a year ago, she had already had the same knowledge that I just learned. She had had it for years. So you had this knowledge for years. You knew the truth for years and you never enacted any of it. I don't know what to do with that. But the one thing I can tell y'all is 100%, you need financial backing to pay for your witchcraft, to pay for your alchemy, to pay for you to develop your children in magic. I guess I'll say this until I die. If you are not comprehending that in your magic, since you guys don't mine for crystals in the caves, you have to buy your crystals on Amazon. What are you buying your crystals with? What are you buying your crystals with? A fiat note. A fiat note. What is a fiat note? Ask Google. What is a promissory note? Ask Google. Did you know that if you're getting evicted and you go to court, your property manager cannot be the one suing you because the bitch ain't got no bone, no dog in the bone, however they say that shit. So what you would have to ask the judge to do is dismiss all of the case, dismiss everything. You have to have him remove the lease from record because you don't have a lease with the property manager. You have a lease with the company. So the CFO or the owner of the company is the only one that has a legal fight in suing you in court. And let me see, y'all motherfuckers better pay attention to this free game. Do you really think the CFO of a fucking company is going to walk into a civil suit claim for rent where he can get on the stand and have to testify to the truth of how much he was already paid from your account? Yeah, that's what happens when you read. You learn all this shit. You learn that everything is a taxable event. So if everything is a taxable event, let's think about this. A bank robbery, that's a taxable event. Getting on a bus to go to work, that's a taxable event. A murder trial is a taxable event. Did you know that if you were on the phone waiting for the IRS or the United States Treasury or any of the government offices, if you were on their phone for, let's say, 3 hours on hold, let's just say 3 hours, you can do a bill of lading and send it away and then, anyway, you decide how much you're worth. If you're worth $500 a minute, you can charge them that. Did you know that? It's called bill of lading. That's another one I just dropped for y'all. Let's see, what else? So that W-4 stuff is hitting the airwaves. Everybody doing the W-4s. Do you understand what that is? Do you understand the difference between private and public? See, it's a lot to this shit. If you can't afford to buy your crystals or to send your shipping, right? You can't afford to go to, let's say, a hot spot of an energy field because you don't have the time, because you got to work, or you don't have the money to get there. Do you understand how I'm correlating the two together? You can't do magic unless you have money for the ingredients. So for everybody who say money is not real, who can't comprehend that money is just a thing that's used for things. So just like monopoly money is money and you can buy property with that shit, and this fiat money you got in your pocket, you can go buy cigarettes with that shit. Come on, man. It's like I have a universe shower curtain, but I don't use it. It's still in the pack. I can give it to somebody who need a shower curtain because that person has 4 free hours of babysitting time that they can give. Babysitting time is money. Time is money. The shower curtain is money. It's called barter. Bartering is still a financial system. This is what the fuck y'all doing with y'all fiat money. I don't know how many different ways I can break this down to y'all to help y'all understand, and you gotta get your affairs in order. Y'all having these fucking babies and y'all ain't even got no estate. Y'all having these babies, y'all don't have no fucking trust for them. Y'all having these babies, you giving them over to the government, you don't even understand it. You don't understand what your birth certificate is. You don't understand what your social security number is. It's a lot of things that you don't understand, and you just willing to take somebody's word for that shit and run with it, or just don't do anything at all with your life. Whenever I see a morbidly obese female or man, when they have titties in their back and a butt in their front, I think to myself, you have the time and the money to eat yourself to death, but you don't have the time and the money to read and collect your shit. Anyway, so I've done several of these processes that I've learned through the Uniform Commercial Codes, and all of them have worked. All of them have worked. Now, y'all know for a fact, I did the thing with the car, right? So I did the thing with the car, and that went how it went. You need to understand that when you're doing these codes and you coming after these people for your money, your accounts, they are going to fight back. They're going to hit you no matter what. They won't fight back. So even if you win, they might go behind your back and do some dirty shit. But you have to go through this to learn these processes. You have to. I decided that I was going to make sure that I merge my magic with my wealth and keep that my life cycle. We should not be separating our spirituality and our magic with other things. They have to blend in the same. It has to all flow together. It just have to all flow together. I tried to. Experience sent me an email, right? Listen to this shit. Experience sent me an email and they said, check your account, right? So you know, it's on my Experian account. My Experian account says you no longer have a FICO score. And I thought to myself, and then I thought again, I am 40 fucking 3 years old. I have lived on my own since I was 17. That means I've had utilities, I've rented, I've had fucking credit cards, I've had bills, I've paid them all, I didn't pay some. Either which way, I went to college. And I have a college debt, right? That's an active debt, right? No open accounts. They said this is how you would have a no FICO score. You would have to be new to the business world, meaning 18, or you would have to, be new or not have enough established credit. Now, remember, I posted my credit stuff on here a while ago, and it says all of the accounts that's open. I had 6 open accounts, totaling like $6,000 or some shit like that. And there are no accounts. There are no accounts. So for the people who follow me on here, that follow me on the Telegram groups for consumer law and who knows this shit, y'all see what I'm saying, right? There are no accounts in my name or social security number. No accounts. How did that happen? How? I don't have a FICO score. This apartment complex said we can't identify her at all, so we just gonna charge her an extra $500. You can't find me at all. Creditors can't find me. There are no open accounts on me when I know for a motherfucking fact I owe the fucking school like $47,000 from my education. I didn't complete it. Sorry, I still owe the classes, but so I ain't got nothing open. Nothing's active. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I did because y'all too fucking lazy. But I'm gonna tell y'all what you can do. There's a way that you can kill your accounts. All of them. When you kill your accounts, where you think all that money come to? I'm not going to tell you how to kill it. I'm not going to tell you where to go. I'm not going to tell you how to send your shit. I'm not doing none of that. Because I am really tired of teaching and I don't get no fucking respect. I don't get no accolades. I don't get no fucking assistance. I've been saying I need a fucking assistant for years now. I need somebody to help me fucking read. How long would it take you to read 1,000,000 pages? I'm probably at 30. So I'm telling you right now, when I moved in this apartment, even though I know I had paid it, I would have to fight this, right? The utility company said I owed $736. And then they put the address of where I owed this money to. And I have the exact proof that that bill was paid in full in its entirety. So I was going to go and challenge them. I was going to go send them a letter and say, here is the proof that I paid that bill. My next month bill came. That shit was not on there. It didn't say I owed any kind of balance. It didn't say it was nothing. It was nothing. So I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? You can literally kill your paperwork and just fucking disconnect from all this bullshit. I was like, oh my God, these motherfuckers in here can't find me. There are no records, no documents of my FICO score anywhere. And it's all because I killed my paperwork, my birth certificate, my social security card, and I did not status correct myself. There's no status correction with me. I have not filed any UCCs, not yet. I'm working on that. My son is still out of jail. Remember, he was looking at 5 years. He's still right here because I can read. And I know that the court system cannot put any human being in jail. Because jail is a taxable event. Prison is a taxable event. You just pay the taxes and it's a wrap. So I'm doing a class on my birthday. And I'm going to go over a lot of shit. Y'all know me. I always teach. I'm always giving y'all gems, even if that's not what the fucking topic is about. But what I'm going to do is on 12/10/2022 at 12:10 p.m. my time, Mountain Time, I'm going to do a video, a Zoom class. And I'm going to teach y'all how to kill your fucking self and collect your insurance policy. And if you want to learn how to take your fucking estate back and challenge them to come fucking try you, you know goddamn well somebody fake their death and try to claim their insurance policy, they going to jail, right? You know that. I can promise you, you won't. I can show you how you won't go to jail because it's all legal. It's all legal. Killing yourself is legal. Blood sacrifice, intentions, reading, war. So for the person that want to know if any of my processes work, all my shit work. Because I'm a fucking dog with a bone. I never give up. I never stop. I'm going to make these fucking artifacts. I'm going to make these artifacts. And I'm going to open these portals. And I'm going to close portals. And I'm going to invite some of my tribe in to come get this work the fuck done. And the rest of you niggas, I'm not. Real simple. Now to taught y'all what the real meaning of blood sacrifice is. You have to go within to see if I'm fucking legitimate. I could be a whole fucking liar. Blood sacrifice, uniform commercial codes, trust accounts, Treasury Direct, UCC filings, original charge sheet, taxable events, bill of lading, closing out your accounts. This is a wealth of information from this woman who's self-taught. And I'm giving you these for free. If you want to take my Kill Yourself class, it'll be $44 in honor of my 44th birthday. You can pay at Grounded Fee on Cash App or groundeddolphin@gmail.com on PayPal. Send me your email to groundeddolphin@gmail.com, giving me your contact information. I need to smell your energy before I let you in the class. Okay? That's about it. I don't think anybody was on with me today, but hopefully they'll go back and listen to this message. It's very important. Anyway, I hope this helps.